Welcome to Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together. All right, hi, this is Atticus and welcome to Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together. We are playing Mission 4. This is part 8 of Mission 4. And we are attempting to get these tools to Austin. And as we've said before, the key to that is getting Austin to grow to 85,000. Now, three little bookkeeping things sort of to take care of. One is voices really, oh man, hang in there with me, bear with me. I'll do my best. And two, I'm trying to get the sounds back into the game at least a little bit. So I'll try to get, my editing has improved some. And I'll try to get the sounds back in as much as I can. I really need the white noise. I really do. My voice is so bad. I really need some white noise. And three is I was watching that hillbilly astrologer dude again. And I didn't like his video because he took the work of someone else and just presented it practically like he'd thought of it. I mean, it was absurd. But the work of this Blah Razor dude was really good. And the video was excellent. So I have to say I learned a lot. And basically it's about city growth. And we've been doing this wrong. It turns out that sure enough, the city grows faster and faster with the fulfillment of demand. And in the back of my head, I kind of thought, isn't that the way? That's the way Railway Empire worked eventually. At first, Railway Empire was a 0-1. It either you grew or you didn't at over 60%. And then they changed it over time and made it grow faster the more fulfillment you had. So that's the way it is now. This in Railway Empire 2, it's the fulfillment percentage is how fast you grow. And the other thing is about the libraries and the immigration offices. Blah Razor studies indicated that you're better off with the immigration office in here. So I'm going to put the immigration office back in this one, and I'm going to put the immigration office back in Houston. And I think they're probably the only towns we have that are big enough to even have one. How big are you? Yeah. See, we're down in the 20s on all these others. So, except for Beaumont. Now, Beaumont, I've been told I can go ahead and put the, even with this bridge construction site, that I can put an immigration office in, but I have to tell you that I can't come up with a way to do that. It will not let me. So, I don't know what's the deal there, and I can't think of any other way to get the build menu. There is no other menu. That's it. So I go to that and I click that and nothing happens. So if somebody knows how to do that, let me know. I'd love to get an immigration office in Beaumont. So anyway, we're going to leave that immigration office until we've hit that 100,000 cap and we want a university. If we want to keep if we want the city to keep growing. I think if we had done that, we might be done now on this growth here if we just left the immigration office in the whole time. So anyway, we've lived and learned, and that's a good thing. Let's see, what else is there to know? I see a lot of trains right there. We might come back and look at that. So we've got to finish that growth off. We've got a new 3-city cluster up here. Fayetteville, Oklahoma City, Dallas. Pay no attention to that shrinking in Dallas because it'll all straighten out and these lines will work and we should have a good 3-city cluster here. I'm confident. We could look at what else we could bring into Austin since we know that the fulfillment demand helps. And I think there's an easy one we can do, which is salt, because it's just a raw material. It's kind of an advanced raw material, if you will. So it'd be easy to get salt in there and they could use it. So what we could do is say, okay, we can go to this warehouse right here and we can turn on salt. There we go. And then there is salt right up here. up here. It's kind of northeast of Shreveport. And we've got this nice line going down there, so why don't we throw some salt into our system? We'll run it straight to Austin. We'll run it straight to Austin, but then we'll have it in that warehouse so that it would be easily picked up by our other three cities. So Austin will give kind of first dibs on it, which would be great. And then as Austin gets its demands met, the salt can go on to, as needed, down to Houston and to Beaumont. So now that supply tower, I think what we'll do with that is we'll move a supply tower down here and then kind of repurpose that and just kind of take that one out, because the coal line coming up here, we can still use this one. All right, so we got that going. And let's see, Houston is now, Houston's making tools. It's 86,000, so it should also be consuming tools. And it is. You can tell the way they do these, the ones you produce, they keep enough in their own stock to fulfill the need, the ongoing need of the city. Like one per week is what is needed for Houston. So let's just make sure we've got tools. We're making one a week, and we really eventually are going to want 3. So let's go ahead and bump this baby up to a 3.2. So now he's making more. He's making 3.2, which means we need 1.6 steel a week to make that 3.2. Let's see what we're producing at the steel mill. We're already at 2.8, so we should be good on that. And we've got plenty to export. We should have plenty going down here. Let's just double check our line going to Houston. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see here. We got 2. Oh, we've got set up. You could come. The wood could go out of either one. The salt from up there. So from this one down here, this is. Oh, these are incoming, and they could be outgoing as well. So there's a lot of stuff coming out of this one potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, 8. All right. So we would need an 8 here. So that's 7. That's a route of 7. So what does our route look like going to Houston? We want a 7. Austin to Houston is a 9. We're going to add a train to that. Okay. So that we can have a 7. And then we would want Austin to Beaumont coming out of here. We need another train for that. Okay. So our city-to-city traffic will improve. By the way, I'm toying around with another idea I picked up on Steam, on a Steam discussion for configuring these cities. We'll stick with what we got for this one, but I think we might like this new idea even better. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so we've got our 3-city cluster here. We've got our 3-city cluster here. We're just in hurry up and wait mode. We've just brought. I say that. Did we ever run this line? I did. We did not. That'd be perfect. Okay, let's go down here and come in here like this. Out of track 1, run full. A freight train. The Brooks. We want a total demand of 3, which would be an 18. We're going to need 2 trains. And again, if you're not following that, let me know. Let me know. And I'll do whatever I have to do to make sure it's clear to everybody how that works, or what I mean when I say that. It's really what it comes down to is I'm kind of shorthanding how I say this, and I don't want to do that if people aren't getting it right. All right, so we got this cluster growing. I'd like to see better okay, we're just at 61 here, but let's just look at New Orleans to see what's going on. So the corn, there's some on the way. It takes a while for these things to make it through the warehouse system to really start flowing. So he's got everything. He's really got everything he needs. There's more sugar coming. The corn is on the way. The corn's probably the long pole in that tent, and I think it's coming. Yeah, the corn comes like this and comes into Shreveport, I think. Yes. So let's just double check we got the right amount of trains running on that. So you'd want 2, 4, potentially 5. And from this end over here, you'd want 2. All right, the Shreveport end is the thing we want. So 5, we'd want a route of 10. We'd want a route of 10 coming from here. Shreveport to New Orleans, or New Orleans to Shreveport. Here it is. And we have 2 trains. We're barely 10. Let's bump that up. Make sure we have enough trains. So we've got enough trains running that line. All right. Oh, what else are we going to do? Research. Ooh, processing speed. I like that one a lot. Process your wagons faster in every station. That's going to speed up what time you spend in the station all around the map. Let's think of another 3-city cluster. We've got one going this way. We've got a bonus right here. We've got meat, beer, and more meat. Why don't we do a 2-city just to be doing it? And like Pensacola and Tallahassee, there's yeah. We can bring wood down, and corn and grain, fruit, milk. Veggies up here. Yeah, it's just, do we want that? And then we got meat and cloth. Ooh, that's good. And beer. And more cloth. So cloth, beer. Oh, up here too. And an empty spot. Ooh. We can put what we want in Knoxville. Yeah, shoot. I'll tell you what we'll do in Knoxville. Why don't we do, well, if we did clothing, it's not going to have any customers for a long time. And there's really no basics that you need. I mean, it's just like, what are we going to do? I just do something. Good grief. Think this to death. All right, let's put one right here. We can pick up we'll put a station here that picks up the coal and the veggies. Not the greatest combo on planet Earth, but it'll work. And let's put a freight station in Pensacola. And another one here in Tallahassee. And I think we'll leapfrog this one out a little bit. And Felix tells me it's better if you leapfrog them pointing the way you want them to go, but I'm not sure how to make that work. Unless I kind of go like this. Let's see. Oh, I know what I could do. I think what would have helped there is if I had, let's just see, if I had turned this around so that the track is this way. Would that have helped? Probably not. Probably makes no difference at all. And then turn it this way. Helps not at all. That's good enough. That'll do. All right, so we're going to go from here. We'll just do a little pass-through station. And I think we'll do it at least for kind of a 4 wide kind of thing. Build. double track, and quadruple track. Yeah, just will come out like this, like that. We'll dance around and get all that done, and then put our tower in the middle. And then we'll go over here on the other side and do the same thing. We'll just have 4. Two, 3, and 4. Like that. And then we're going to drag a whole bunch of stuff into here. Now this is the meat, so we're going to drag this straight in, right? And we'll go like that. We'll put a tower. Did we put signals on this? I don't think so. No. Put a tower. Run our meat into the system. We don't care about the -8. It can just fall down there. Okay. Meat to Pensacola, short line, one wagon would almost certainly do it. 4 days, good. All right. And then we're going to want grain to go straight into Tallahassee. What's this over here? Private property, and you cannot build on it. And if that doesn't look like oil wells, I don't know what does. So let's set up this station so that it'll pick up both of those. That may be something's coming down the road, the oil business. All right, so you go in here like this. And 9 degrees is not awesome. If I put that in a bad spot, not that bad really. It's just, let's see what happens if we try to pull this up a little bit. Well, we get it even worse. What happens if we kind of stay on the level a little bit? Try to go more like this. What happens if we go like this? The gridiron won't even fit in there. I see. We need to get this freight station in a better place. More now, how big is? Oh, we can go. We should be able to go out one more, I would think. And let's just look at the topography. This one shouldn't be bad, especially if we turn it a little bit more like that. If we can get it to fit in here, see, it's hitting this station's tracks. There, that'll have to do. Now, can we get out of here? If we go far enough, we can get it down to 5 degrees. That's pretty good. We'll take that. All right. Now we have to do this again. And we need these to be fairly straight, fairly long way. We'll see how this goes. It's not letting. Oh, I see. I started. It's not letting us double track, but that's because we've already got the gridiron on this end. We're not actually attaching to the station. We're out here on the gridiron. And speaking of gridirons, let's see if this works. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. They got to fix the colors. They really are hard to see. They really are hard to see. They're very pleasant looking, but they're hard to see. Okay. Alright, why can't I put a tower here? Alright, guys. This should all be parallel track. Oh, I night wished it. Oh, man. Didn't have money. Okay, it just always shocks me when I'm out of money. Alright, so we've got... rather than trying to have, yeah. We'll put maintenance. Well, get some money. Maintenance and a warehouse here, and the warehouse will take in. Take in grain, and we will load. Here, it'll need to be a 6. 2 for each city for grain and another 2 for the beer. And look at that, there's oil. Run full. Okay. Freight, Brooks Mogul. A 6 would need to be a 9. We'll run a couple of trains on there. All right, and it's telling us it couldn't turn around properly, so we'll need to make sure we have a gridiron on that right there. Okay. And that should do it. Yeah, there we go. 6.5 days, couple trains, plenty. Now let's think about what we would want our pass-through to look like. It would carry beer. Let's say we're going beer, meat, total of 3 industries in each if we really build them up. So we'd have like beer, meat, cloth, clothing, maybe sawmill and furniture or something, some combo like that, paper, whatever. So you got the beer and meat would be 2 and the others would be 1. So coming out of this, you'd need to be able to take the 3 products you make, which would be a total of 4 demand in the other city. So that's 4. And then we'll have 6 products in here. So you're going to have to take 10 and 3 of them will get extras, the logs, corn, and grain. So 13. So, sorry. I mean, it made sense to me, but there's no way someone else listened to that and said, oh, well, I got it. So we're going to have 6 products in here. And it's actually, and one of them will be here. So we'll have 6 here and a 7th one here running back and forth. Plus, basically 4 out of here, because 2 for the beer and 1 for 2 others. So you got 4, and then you got 6, 7, 11. So we have to have an 11 line that runs back and forth between these to get all the stuff moving. Now this is going to be gross overkill at first, but I just want to build this and not look at it anymore. So what we're going to do is set up these lines to be 11s. So if we had a line that goes here, 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 like a little pass-through freight line, and we put a train on it, and we want it to be an 11, which would be 11 into 56 would be a 4. So it's really not that bad. 3 trains would carry all that stuff back and forth between these 2 stations. So it's actually beautiful. No, and that's okay. That we don't care if it can do anything at White Rest or not. For now, it will. And in fact, it will once we run corn in there. And actually, I ran this to the wrong place, didn't I? Should have been running it to there, but that's okay. This is fine. We'll just run the grain to here, and it'll work the same way. Okay, we've got our grain going here, which is kind of okay. It's okay. We've got the grain going here. We've got our pass-through. We want to load it up with stuff. We need milk. We need corn, right? So let's go grab some corn. Be great if we could get it over here, but we can't. So that's fine. We'll just jump over, and we're gonna bring this down. So you know what I think? What I think we'll do, I think we'll go, I think we'll just go over here and join this. I think we will. Okay. So it'll come out like this. It doesn't like it. Let's do the inside lane first. Maybe not quite so close to the tunnel entrance, though it doesn't matter. We'll go here. Confused. You're coming out. There you go. Needs to kiss. It's going to make a bridge there. Yeah, I guess so. We don't care. Now let's see. Do we have? We're actually sitting here waiting on money when we could have all kinds of money. It's silly. Okay. Let's go here to here. Corn. Eight days. So corn is a 4, which would be a 11. One train is good for corn. And we're going to set up fruit and have it ready to go. And I can see something I don't like, the whole warehouse situation. I think I'd rather have this. I'd rather think about this as if we had a warehouse. Really, I'd love to have a warehouse like right there, wouldn't I? Yes, I would. Now I could go right back the way I was. All right, whatever. All right, you go here. And here to here. I mean, we could have it go to here too, right? But we've got this warehouse here that can take more. Might as well take the shortest route we can get. Full. Express. 5 days. It only needs to be a 2, so it's fine. It'll work. Okay. And on this, on our warehouse, we want to turn on corn and fruit. Corn, fruit. We want milk in here. I think we'll run milk. We'll do milk like this. Go out here and pick it up. Nine days, so it needs to be a 1, 2, a 2 unless we put a dairy in, so that's a 28, so one train is good. And we'll have to turn milk on in this warehouse. This warehouse that doesn't exist. Okay. Milk. So we've got grain. We need wood. Here we go. We'll do wood up here. I think what we'll do for it is we could use a holding station. Nah, let's see. Do we have repairs? Let's put maintenance out here, and let's redo this and come out of this track. For the one that goes down to Jackson, let's do it out of track 2, and we'll have to check our line. Something wrong with it. I don't see what it is. It won't. I don't see it. I'm going to take the train off. Cannot be reached. Okay. It sure looks like it can be reached, doesn't it? Are you kidding me? Are we missing? Do I have a... No, there's a gridiron. There's signals here. Yeah. It comes in, hits the switches. Signals, geez. It comes in, hits the switches, comes in, goes back out, comes up there. It absolutely should work. Let's let it run for a second, see if it doesn't like it. Problem with the route. Rail line is in. Oh, have I? Start over. Here to here. See, there's some, it didn't pick it up when I made the change. It just did not get it. So 246 would be a 9. One train's enough, go. And then after all that, we want to run a line out of here. It's going to go, I think we'll piggyback this one. It's going to go here to the milk. And then come back. And we'll put a gridiron on it here. And then, let's see, we'll run a line from here to here, which needs to match our need down here, which is going to be a 4. So we would want it to be a 4 to 56, like an 11. So track 1, run full. Freight train. To Brooks. 8 days, that'll work. Okay. And then that warning is telling us we actually need to put a warehouse here that's going to take the lumber, And then we want this warehouse to also take lumber, and that will link it all up into the two cities. So we've got this running here, so now we have to think about the line here is not just milk, it's now milk. It's now 3, not 1. So 2 for this and 1 for that, times 2 cities. So 3 times 2 would be 6. So now this line here needs to be a faster line. It needs to be a 6, which would be a 9, which it's almost. We'll give it another train and make sure. Okay. So now we've got wood and milk and corn and grain and fruit and veggies, all going to these two cities right here. Now he's not. Now this guy, notice how, and this is interesting, kind of informative, I guess. This guy here is waiting for goods because no one needs milk, right? We've got it in the warehouse, but remember, this warehouses aren't really warehouses; they're just coordination points or logistics managers. So this train is saying, does anybody need milk? Well, no, they don't. But when this lumber gets down here, that train is going to load up with lumber and go, because those two cities do need lumber right off the bat. So when he comes down here and comes to this, drops off his load in that warehouse, we should see our train pick up the lumber and take off. There we go. You follow that? If you can understand that, I think you've got Railway Empire 2 basics down. That's the basic idea of it. It's the whole warehousing kind of a thing. And he's running here. We could easily have a warehouse here running. It's all good. It's all good. It's all beautiful, actually. All right, so that little 2-city cluster should flourish. Now, why don't we do a 3-city cluster? What do you got? You got, yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3 like this. Montgomery, Atlanta, Knoxville, shoot, Nashville, 4, crap, let's do a 5-city cluster. And honestly, we're probably not going to do anything. Where are we here? We're at 83. I'm just going to let this run. I'm getting tired. Did you get the? I love this one. This little 2-city cluster will do great. Pensacola and Tallahassee. Houston's hit 90, so that means a new industry could go in there. What would we like to see in there? Well, good question. Something that we can use, that we can supply easily. Maybe a wood-based industry that they all need, like paper would be good. We've already tried, we could do dairy. Dairy would work. Yeah, let's do dairy. We'll put a dairy industry in here, and we'll say, okay, that dairy industry eventually was going to need a 3, so we'll bump it up to 3.2 for $1 million. And then that's going to put strain on our milk up here. So the milk now it needs to be a 6 rather than a 3. Man, I hope you guys are getting this. I hope this makes sense. We'll put maintenance on it while we've got money. We're going to look at the train. And now it needs to be a 6, which would be a 9 route. It almost is. Just give it one more train and it's good to go. Okay. So that should add dairy to the mix. And then this one, where are we here? We're at 84. We're almost there. And what's this? Oh, yeah. When we built this one, I said, well, I remember now, we took this, there was depot here and we took it out. So let's put one back in like here. Okay. And look at that. Here's one of those where I missed the special cars. I had a had a passel of those that I goofed up for a while. All right, good quarter. We gained 5.6 million. So what I'm looking at is how we did the change quarter over quarter. We boosted our revenues by 5.6. So we gained ground, right? We're making more money. That's what you want to see. You want to see your revenue going up quarter over quarter. And again, I think we're just going to wait and see what's in store. Now notice our 3-city cluster up here. Everybody's growing now. That's good. And it'll get better as it goes. And we'll get rid of these annoying X's that just mean that, for the most part, they just mean we don't have anything to ship. And this guy here, these are needing supplies probably because they're waiting too long. Which begs the question of what are you so slow about? We'll buy him. We'll bump him up at least another level. Okay, New Orleans is up to 98% demand satisfaction. Good, good. And we have everything set up for them, right? We have milk going in, do we? Where's our milk? I don't see milk. Milk is not on this system. We will run milk from here into here. We'll come out of this platform, hook into this. Milk will go here, out of track 2, run full, 8 days, 1, 2, 3, that would be fine. Okay, and we'll need to put, we'll need a warehouse here. And maintenance. I don't pay blackmail.
The blackmailer tried to turn their threat into reality, but was caught in time by your security personnel.
We'll add milk to this line, or this warehouse that we just created. That means this train should be able to go up here and bring milk in. That's when they need it. They're not ready yet. It'll start running as soon as this somebody in this cluster needs milk. And here we're already getting good growth down here. And starting to see this one as well. And I forget, did we run these trains through here? I don't think we did. We should have trains that go from like Tallahassee to Pensacola. We didn't run those, so we would be doing even better if we had this, 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 and this. And had a freight line, and that's where I was saying it would be like an 11 demand, which means it needs to be a line of 4. It's a 9, so 3 trains would do it. And boy, it seems like we did do that. I think we did it here, didn't we? No? No, I guess not. Or is it this? It's this one. It's Tennessee 3 to Whitecrest.
Equipment order has arrived. It will be put to good use. I see that I didn't make a mistake by relying on you. It's time to restore the Texas and New Orleans Railroad to its former glory. Provided you can supply enough material, the swamps should pose only a financial problem.
All right, so we have completed that task, finally grown Austin. And let's see where we are. So now we've got express status on a rail line from Memphis to New Orleans. We'll just knock that off as a straight line. Grow New Orleans to 40. We're already set up to grow it. Take wooden planks to Beaumont. Now it says deliver, and I think we have wooden planks in Beaumont. We do. We'll have to see if that counts. It probably won't. Deliver usually means you have to take them from somewhere else. So if that's true, we'll have to knock this one down, maybe move it over here and move the dairy over here, which kind of sucks, but that's what we'll do. And then this train right here, which one are you? To San Antonio. Why in the world wouldn't it pick up? It passes passes supplies. In fact, right there, I think it's a matter of it's been sitting here for a long time. It needs to go there. It totally does. Well, we'll worry about that next episode. So we'll have to come up with a plan to move stuff around. And here we've got an opening for something. We could put planks right here, actually. Here, let's just do that while we're here. Let's put a plank industry in Austin. Let's bump it up to at least to level 3. Let's make it is that too much? We'll make it a level 3 and go. Okay. And that should deliver planks to Beaumont, especially if we take the planks out of Beaumont and put something else in there. Like we could actually put something, knock that down. We could actually put something that consumes planks, like the furniture. We could put a furniture industry in Beaumont. It'll consume planks, which in effect will get planks over to Beaumont. We'll deal with the rest of this next episode. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for more Railway Empire 2 videos. Thank you.